Okay, folks, Larry and I are here. We just pulled 6 boards out of the loft. Part of the project for reorganizing this is getting stuff down. And Larry has a good attitude about it. That's like, if we're going to pull a board down, we ought to figure out what it's best used for, get it milled up and set aside and being used, because some of the stuff you're storing isn't actually usable, right? The stuff with knots and, you know, it's like, so why are you taking the time to store all this? So I think he's right. So these are Koa boards from Lausanne's grandfather. They were imported to make clocks out of. And they are not super high grade Koa boards. Like if you're looking for the primo stuff, it's not it. But a board like this whole section at the top here is quarter sawn and got some curl in it. So that could be ukulele backs and sides. Then we've got all these knots and weird gross stuff. And at the bottom it goes more flat sawn. So maybe that flat sawn area is what we use for necks and banjos, and the top is ukes. This one, you can see how the top, 2 feet, 3 feet is probably gross, right?
Yeah, it's all checked and...
Yeah, but then down here, it goes quarter sawn, and I could imagine doing guitar backs and sides out of
right
that,
here.
Maybe.
Guitar backs and sides here. This side with a knot.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. And then this third Koa board is full of sapwood. It's flat sawn. And the grain is twisted in almost every direction. It's really, hey, come on in, Carrie. So it's like, come on in. We're just shooting some video. Come on in. Come on in. You're good. So, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be usable. Hi, Carrie. We're talking about Koa. Okay, so then this third one, you see these big bark pockets in the middle or whatever that is. You can see why these got rejected by the mill to make bigger things, right? Like, they're not good enough to make a staircase out of. But down here, look, this might be good for uke backs and sides.
Just flip it over.
Yeah.
That's dusty.
Yeah. So maybe we'll resaw that one. Then this next board is pretty much all flat sawn. So maybe that would be all banjo necks or all uke necks.
But it's huge.
It's huge. There's a lot of good wood in that.
I mean,
but flat sawn, not quarter sawn, unfortunately.
And there's the mystery.
But then there was this mystery board of cherry that was in a cardboard wrapper. I think it might be 16 or 18 wide. It's 12 foot tall, do you think? 12 feet?
At least 10.
So this one, the outside edges are quarter sawn. So you can make guitars out of this. You can make banjos out of this, ukes. Make a shelf for your kitchen. You could do whatever. That's a really fancy board. It's kind of curly. It's not super like fiddleback, but there's some waves into the grain, you know?
I like all the little bird's eyes.
Sapwood. That's a cool board. See, this is the thing about us, guys. Like a board like this, I just think, oh, I can't cut that up. What if I cut it up? I need to make a big thing someday. But I don't make big things. We make little things.
You're not gonna make a grandfather clock today.
I'm not gonna make a clock today. But that could be guitars, ukes.
Get buried in that.
I know. That's a lot of cherry. But so anyway, onward. Okay, so we are working on, we're gonna make a thingamajig up here to hold that wood better. So we went out to the shed and got some scrap kind of framing lumber type stuff. We've got 2 long pieces and 6 little ones. And basically it's gonna be screwed up into make a little wall, a little framing wall, like a little knee wall. And then that's gonna get nailed or screwed to the deck up there in order to hold all our boards in place. So I think it's gonna work out. It's better than what we got. Shot real quick of this. That's the bit. Oh! And we dropped a bit.
Luckily it went on the... Dude, it's going nowhere.
That's tight. Yeah, that'll work. So there it is. Still room to put more in there. And also it was really great to get these boards down. Some mill into what we needed and some save for future important projects. Most of this is beautiful boards from the Carpenter Aunt Stash, saved by Lizanne's dad and grandfather, and I'm super grateful for it. Over there we've got a bunch of Porterford cedar and walnut to find a spot for, but that's for another day. For now, this is pretty much done. It's holding everything we need well. I can get boards as I need them. They're all labeled, and it's neat, and it makes me feel peaceful, and I'm thankful for all this wood and for the help.